evening, early morning. This is S.A.S here. Felt a need to have more quality time with myself. So I decided to, this year spend more time singing, toning, breathing with myself a lot more. And a lot of people, it would seem, are having a really difficult time, as it's like the energy the soup that we live in has been shaken to its core. It's like someone's put it in a blender. It's literally cutting the wheat from the chaff sort of thing. Chaff. So what I feel I'm experiencing is like the beast in the belly of the beast. It's now the love that we feel for one another, the love and the creativity and the artistry that we're pouring into ourselves, our children, the earth, the animals, wherever you're pouring that energy and that love. It's mashing up the beast system, because it doesn't sustain itself on love, only war and conflict and hatred and division. And we're moving on, but it's thrashing around. The beast is really giving it some welly. It's going crazy as its energy has been withdrawn. And as we stand in our power and say, no more. However, my way is the way I see the solution. Is that like we kind of built ourselves mind prisons and physical prisons and limitations and beliefs about ourselves that kind of holds trapped in a sort of holding pattern. And the trauma that we've experienced actually living in this field of energy, which is so contrary to the human spirit. For me anyway, I don't know about you, but it just feels very, very treacly. And as more people become more aware of this, it's like it's lightening up. Anyway, I don't want to go into this because these are the kind of conversations I have around the campfire, and the stories that I have to tell, the tales, the experiences, the adventures, and the fact that, like many of you, we chose to land on this planet right now to help her birth a new fabric, a new structure of love, a web of light, of crystal. And so my solution to bringing this about is to hold events that are platforms for each and every one of us to clear any of those limiting beliefs, whether it be through our bodies, through our voices, and just step into our joy. And that is what I'm doing. And I just go, it's great when you can come together and tune in with one another. And this is what I'm going to be doing. And I invite you to come along if you want to step into coherence, step into the connection of the heart field with each and every one of us. This is how we bring about change, is that we step into our purpose, our joy, our connection with ourselves and one another. And that's how we create the ripple, which creates the wave, which creates a fabric of change, becomes a tsunami. And so I'd love to invite you to an orchestra of voices to come and harmonise and become into coherence, which I will guide you how to do. You don't have to, there's nothing you have to think about. You just come and turn up, and for World Sound Healing Day, and come and experience the awakening voice, which is you stepping into and letting go of some of those limited beliefs, especially around the voice. So many people have difficulties, terrified of public speaking or having to stand up and show themselves fully. So really, one of my skills and gifts that I have to bring is how to live in the world without the mask. And it's not always an easy ride. I'm not gonna lie, but it's so many of us have been doing it for so many years that it's actually now becoming a lot easier, and the fabric is changing and shifting, and the weave is moving. And so I invite you to come on the 14th of February, to get to the point, to the Awakening Voice, a most beautiful, one of the oldest buildings in Macclesfield, and it's a completely beautiful space of holding space for an unjudgment, and this beautiful chapel that has got this lovely resonance. And quite often when I've worked in there doing other things, and I've been doing sound choirs, we can literally hear the voices of other tribes and other groups of people singing and chanting back to us in this beautiful resonance. So that's why I've chosen this beautiful place for us to come together, 10:30 till 1:30. Bring a yoga mat, a little bit something to eat, so we can have a little bite in between. And there's going to be a twofold. One is the Awakening Voice, and preparing ourselves to send out the love, the heart love on Valentine's Day for the planet. It's happening all around the world with thousands of other people. It's going to be absolutely amazing. The energy you can feel palpable at 12 o'clock or noon in every time zone across the planet. Every time zone. There is a 12 o'clock coming together of musicians and sound, people who sound and voices coming together to sound out the sound of the heart. And so I'm going to get into the heart a little bit, and then I will then move into the heart sound. And it's a community event. Just pay what you can to donate towards the chapel, me hiring the chapel, and some of my expenses, and but it's on a pay as you can. If you're feeling really like your tide's in, then you can go to Eventbrite and you can buy a ticket for £25, and that will contribute to the whole setting up the platform that I am doing, to come into finding opportunities for people to come and self-express. And it's just going to be a great journey, a fantastic ride, and we're all going through it together. So you can find any of I'll put below this video a link to my Facebook page and the community event I've put together. So World Sound Healing Day, Valentine's Day, Saturday the 14th at the King Edward Street Chapel. There is a free car park opposite, very kindly donated by the business opposite. Not during the week, you'll get caught out if you go during the week, but at the weekend it's a free space. So, and opposite there is where King Edward Street Chapel is. There's a beautiful sort of like Egyptian temple with these pillars outside, and the car park's opposite. So to all get there on time so that we can all chill out and get into a good space to send out this with intention, which I'll talk about at the time when we're all together, and the sound. And we're going to be working through other tones and other sounds to free and release the voice before we move into this, to help bring us into a coherent connection with each other's hearts. And this is what we can do in terms of when people say, well, what can we do? So many, sad, awful, out of balance things going on that it's just so traumatizing for a lot of people, or sort of keeping them very angry or frustrated or fearful, or not being able to really show up in the way they want to do because of the outside noise that's going on. But if we can just bring ourselves into a place of complete and utter calm, completely connected to this now moment, everything dissolve, all the worries and everything dissolve, and we come together to create this amazing heart space. Well, when we say we, the community, all the people that are going to come to the Awakening Voice. So I'm going to leave you to take a look in the comments, and you can find the link. You can also go to my S.A.S bullet page. I'm also on YouTube under Soul Awakening Sound, S.A.S. And I'm also where am I also? It's best to really catch me live, but you can find me. If you're seeing this, you'll no doubt already be on my page. So just come with me. It's late on a Friday night, and before I go to bed, I'm just bringing in some frequencies and bring myself into alignment, as I say in my posts and my explanation of what I offer, is to align with the divine, and that divine was within you. So you just close your eyes and bring your awareness to perhaps maybe placing your left hand on your heart space. It's not, you don't have to. You might want to place it on your belly or on your head, wherever you feel drawn. follow what your body's intelligence is guiding you to do. Allow the mind of trying to work it out, the whys and the wherefores, just allow it to disappear like a cloud. As your eyes now take in, the most important thing is the breath of life. Take a nice deep breath through the nose and imagine you expanding like a balloon and the air is moving into the belly, it's opening up the ribs, it's coming up to the chest, and then ooh. Play with your voice, looking for the range, and then just go beyond what you think is possible. Not all of it sounds good, it doesn't matter. You're tuning in to what does sound good. You only know what sounds and feels good by knowing what doesn't sound and feel good, yeah? So just close your eyes, take a nice deep breaths. Imagine that you're the sea, the ocean, just moving into the beach, onto the coast, onto the shore. Moving in and crashing onto the soft sands and then pulling away. And that's just your breath. The crest of the wave and then the crashing of the waves back in. And then deep breath. Because I know this Tibetan gong is tuned in to a harmonious frequency. If I listen to it and then I can attune my voice to it and blend into the harmony. Otherwise, I could also make a sound down in my deep root chakra, the frequency of the red, the earth, the fire, the elements on the earth. On the root, our connection to the earth, we can dispel excess of this energy, or we can draw it in. Oh. For a tune in and a tune up at King Edward Street Chapel, opposite. No, the passage and gateway is through the portal, the Temple of Isis. That's just me and my storytelling. It's whatever you want it to be. irony of life. If only you could see what I can see. Join me. Join me in releasing your inner gifts, your joy. Step into your joy. Don't be afraid. That's how we pull the wall down of Jericho, brick by brick. As we find our hearts, as we find that heart song. It's our universe, our part of the universe, like a jigsaw piece, like an octave that just slips in beautifully, but you have to sort of carve it and craft it so that it can release anything that may have built itself around it, to chisel off, relax, release, and then we're ready to go. Okay, I think we've had enough for tonight. Just walk into your fire. Oh, it's going to be good. 10:30, 14th of February. I'll put the link down below. Okay, see you there. Take care.